Assalamualaikum and hi. Today we will learn more about the periodic table. Okay, so this is the periodic table. As you can see, the table has been arranged in a systematic manner. The table shows the position of metal, non-metal, and inert gases. Metal, non-metal, and inert gases. All of these. Helium, neon, argon, etc. And there are 7 periods in the table. So this is the first one, and so on. Next, there are 18 groups. So the columns called groups. All of this. 18 groups. And the number up here is the proton number. So proton number means the number or the amount of protons in the nucleus of an atom. Okay, let's take a look at this, the structure of an atom. As I mentioned before, the proton number means the number or the amount of protons in the nucleus of an atom. There you go. Next, let's read. How are the elements in the periodic table arranged? In the periodic table, the elements are arranged in columns and rows according to increasing number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. Okay, can you see the proton number of each element? For example, hydrogen, the proton number is 1. Next, for helium, the proton number is 2. What else? Next, for nitrogen, the number of proton is 7, and so on. State in which groups are the elements of metals. Okay, groups 1 and 2. Next, state in which groups are the elements of transition metals. Okay, transition metal. Group 3 until 15. Next, state in which groups are the elements of halogen gases. Okay, halogen elements are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, etc. They were given the name halogen from the Greek roots. Halogen, hal, means salt. Gen means to produce. So halogen, to produce salt. Because they all produce, all of these gases, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, they all produce similar properties of salt, such as table salt, sodium chloride. So the answer is group 17. Next, state in which groups are the elements of inert gases, as I mentioned before. Group 18. Okay, here are the differences between metals and non-metals. Metals, for example, ferrum iron, zinc, copper, etc. Okay, non-metals, for example, carbon, silicon. Yeah, let's take a look at the characteristics of metals. Shiny surface, ductile. Ductile means the metal able to be drawn out into a thin wire. Next, malleable. Malleable means a metal able to be hammered, or a metal able to be pressed permanently out of shape without breaking or even cracking. Okay, next, metals good electric conductor, good heat conductor, high melting and boiling points. While non-metals, the surface, dull surface, non-ductile, non-malleable, poor electric conductor, except for carbon. You will learn more about this in chemistry form 4. Poor heat conductor, low melting and boiling points. Okay, let's take a look at the characteristic, the differences of copper wire and sulfur rod. Type of element: copper, metal; sulfur, non-metal. Ductility. Ductility again. Ductility means the metal able to be drawn out into a thin wire. So copper, of course, ductile means it can be bent. Non-ductile. Next, electrical conductivity. So each copper and sulfur connected to an electric circuit. So for copper, the bulb lights up, while for sulfur, the bulb did not light up. Next, melting point, heat both powder. Okay, means when copper powder and sulfur powder heated, copper did not melt, sulfur melt. Okay, what element is used to emit light, and which group is the element situated in? Okay, the answer, neon. Neon, the color is reddish orange. And argon, group 18. So for your information, group 18 elements are the last group in the periodic table. They also known as inert gas due to their non-reactive behavior. Okay, next. Here are some examples of elements. In our daily life, we use things made of metals and non-metals. So here are some examples. Metals: ferrum, iron nail; copper, copper wire, as you can see right here. Next, zinc, zinc, the roof; aluminium, aluminium can. Next, few examples of non-metals elements: carbon, carbon charcoal, carbon pencil. Next, sulfur. Sulfur is used as gunpowder and also widely used in agriculture sector as fertilizer. Okay. Next, chlorine, bleach, iodine, solution used normally for sterilization. Next. Okay. Type of metal: copper, aluminium, zinc, sulfur, oxygen. The characteristics: copper conducts electricity well, so copper used in making general wires. Aluminium, lightweight and has a low density, used making aluminium can. Zinc, good electric conductor, so zinc used in making alloys, batteries. Sulfur increases soil fertility, used in agriculture as insecticide. Next, oxygen, colorless, odorless. So of course, oxygen we need in human respiration system. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.